Hi there, it's Cam. Thanks for clicking on the video. Have you ever wondered why computers and other electronic devices use binary? Do you even know what binary is? Today, I hope to clear up those questions for you. I'll tell you what binary is, how computers and other devices use it, very briefly, and how you can convert binary numbers to regular decimal numbers, and vice versa. It's easier than you think. So let's get started. And let's make sense of this digital world. So binary is a number system, just like the decimal one we use every day, except instead of using 10 digits, 0 through 9, it only uses 2 digits, 1 and 0. That's why it's called binary, bi meaning 2. Morse code, long and short sounds, and Braille, raised and flat dots, also use a binary system. But that's not what we're talking about today. Why do computers use binary? Well, computers are built from billions of tiny switches. Each switch is either off, represented by a 0, or on, represented by a 1. Binary is the perfect language for computers, just on and off, 1 and 0. Everything from photos, music, websites, even this video, is just a long string of 1s and 0s behind the scenes. You obviously don't see the 1s and 0s, but that's what the computer sees. There are tons of devices that use the binary system. Computers, digital clocks, Blu-ray discs, players obviously, telephone networks, smartphones, tablets, modern cars, and so many more. One more thing I thought you should know. This is not critical, I just thought it was good information. So each binary digit is called a bit. And every 8 bits equals a byte. I'm sure you've heard the word byte before, like 32 gigabyte hard drive or a 4 terabyte drive. So just so you get an idea, a gigabyte is approximately 1 billion bytes, approximately 8 billion bits. Okay, now this is not an exact calculation because giga, the prefix of the word, is 10 to the 9th power. And the binary prefix is not exactly the same. So we all just round out that number. A terabyte is approximately 1 trillion bytes, or approximately 8 trillion bits. Okay, now for the fun part. Without going further into this, I wanted to basically show you how to convert a binary number into decimal and a decimal number into a binary. It's easy and you might actually enjoy it. If you aren't great at math, don't worry, you can use a calculator. But it's really just adding and subtracting. And I think most people should be able to do this pretty easily. So binary is base 2 because it uses 2 digits, 0 and 1. Decimal is base 10. It uses 10 digits, 0 through 9. In binary, each digit or bit is a power of 2. If you don't remember back to junior high math, here's a chart to help you. So 2 to the 0 power is 1. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 to the second power, or sometimes we call that 2 squared, is 4. 2 to the third power, or 2 cubed, is 8. 2 to the fourth power is 16. To the fifth power is 32. To the sixth power is 64. And to the seventh power is 128. This can go on indefinitely. We are only going to talk about 1 byte calculation, which is 8 bits. So this is far enough for this example. So let's first convert a binary number to a decimal number. We're going to use our little chart that I just showed you. Here is the binary number we want to convert to decimal. 0001 1011. Our first step is to fill in the chart with the binary digits, the 1s and the 0s as listed. So we'll put those all in here. Now, we add up the cells in the chart where there is a 1. We disregard the columns that have a 0. So we have a 16 plus an 8, that's 24, plus a 2, that's 26, plus a 1, that's 27. So 0001 1011 equals 27. Easy enough, right? Let's do another one. Same process. Let's fill in the chart with our binary number. Now let's do some addition. 64 plus 4 is 68, plus 2, that's 70, plus 1 equals 71. So that's our answer. Pretty easy, right? What if the binary byte, each bit, was all ones? Let's fill in the chart and do the math. 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 255. You can see the math here on the side. If they were all zeros, then the decimal number would be 0 because we wouldn't be adding anything. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, equals 0. You can basically use this chart to convert any binary number. There are other ways to convert, but I just like this one. Now, let's do the reverse. We will convert from decimal to binary. So let's start with the number 13. Our first step is to find the largest number that goes into 13 without going over. So I'm looking at the numbers here. 16 is too high, so let's do 8. So we'll put a 1 in the column under the 8. Now we must subtract the 8 from our original number 13, which leaves 5. Which number goes into 5 without going over? Okay, 4. So let's put a 1 in the box under the 4. Now subtract 4 from 5. We have 1 left. Now that's pretty straightforward, right? We're going to put a 1 in the 1 column. 1 minus 1 is 0. Perfect. Okay, fill all the empty columns with zeros. So our answer is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. So that's how you do 13 in binary. Let's try another one. 50. Which column should we put the 1 in? Okay, 64 is too high, so 32 is the next option. So we'll put a 1 in the 32 column. Now we must subtract 32 from 50. That leaves us 18. Okay, which column now? The 16 column. So we'll put a 1 in the 16. Now we subtract the 16 from the 18, and we have 2 left. Okay, so what should we do? We'll put a 1 in the 2 column. Now subtract 2 from 2 equals 0. Fill in the rest of the columns with zeros, and we have our answer. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. So this is easy, right? Binary might seem like a secret code, but now you know how to read it. It's just off and on, yes and no, 1 and 0. But put together, it powers the entire digital world. I hope you see why understanding binary is a great first step towards understanding how computers really think. If this helped you understand what binary was, please give the video a like, consider subscribing for more of my content, and share it with anyone who you think might enjoy learning what binary is. And if you have any questions or ideas or want to know anything else about binary, drop that message down in the comments below. I'd love to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.